Chris Gabart, the crew chief, would rather walk to victory lane than the care center. Oh! Ryan Newman came down and everybody behind piles up.
I saw a lot of rear tire spin on that restart. I think a lot of guys were struggling with grip.
Look at Kyle Busch. Down low, not messing around, 3 wide for third.
Whoa.
And going for a slide. Daniel Hemrick can't save it. There's a caution.
Still not enough laps for the 7.
Being aggressive, getting to pit road. You could see they tried to go to the outside of Daniel Suarez. Oh, Suarez had to go up to miss Keselowski and made heavy contact with the 12 of Ryan Blaney.
Didn't look like Blaney was part of that group that was going to pit because that inside lane was filled up.
And, ooh, did he have a flat right front? He does. The 10 has a flat right front right there. You can already see it's down.
That was a weird move. Like, car should have stayed on the bottom and cut, and it shot straight up into the 22.
Yeah.
But to just wreck the guy, right? Because if you're going to get penalized when you get pushed below the yellow line, there's 2 choices: either stay in the gas and spin the guy off your nose, or go below the yellow line and get penalized. So if NASCAR gives penalties to people to keep them from pushing them below the yellow line, that protects that guy. I hate the call, I hate rules, right?
The 21 of Zane Smith, right in the middle of things, gets into the 26, and that's all she wrote.
You see a little wiggle out of Zane Smith as he was exiting the corner right there, and it doesn't look like he got loose, but
into the inside wall.
They were battling for 13th. There was a slow car to the outside of Jones. Oh, and he just misses the Fitch inertia barrels there at the head end of pit road and catches the pit wall.
No, but thank goodness there is that safer barrier on that inside wall to help that impact.
Eckes in the middle of the screen, and just like that.
Yeah, it looked like Stewart maybe thought, Michael, that he was going to be clear to move up, and we know how important it is to get up into that fast lane because of the draft, and just not quite clear.
A little bit of help from John Hunter Nemechek, possibly.
See John Hunter's sideways right there. They definitely made some contact.
This is how it started.
Ben Rhodes from the bumper of Johnny Sauter, but you don't know. He might have been sideways already. These guys were just so close and pushing so hard.
Yeah, you're pushing 3 wide and
sets this up, and I mean, to me, you know, that thing is usually pretty accurate, that virtual car, as far as from positioning. So pretty good chance that somehow Blaney. Oh, it almost looked like Stenhouse was going to poke out and try to go by him, and maybe misjudged it, made contact, turned William Byron right around. You know, those guys had so much. Wow, that did not work out for. Oh, Kyle Busch turns Chase Elliott
hard into the wall and almost back up into traffic.
Oh, Clint Boyer getting pushed. Almost collects him. Man. Oh, yeah, you can see the 17 of Busch who just gets a little loose, makes a little contact. The outside wall checks up. He and the 48 of Jimmy Johnson, that LI Chevrolet, make contact. Boy. Oh, Stenhouse, almost 4 wide at the very bottom, makes contact, sends him directly into that inside wall and then into that safer barrier.
Of the tailpiece, right there. Yeah, in that case, it was almost like Ricky was going up the racetrack. Matter of fact, John Hunter was going down. I've spun you out.
Of Crafton, there he is on the high side heading into turn 1, and Robaugh
No, Robaugh got hit by the 22.
Like Austin Wayne Self got into Robaugh.
Robaugh did nothing wrong. Crafton didn't. Stuart Friesen barely slipped through again. Todd, you talked about the Hornet's Nest, the middle of the pack. That was so avoidable.
First truck I saw go spinning was the 68, the blue truck on top of your screen, and yes, he got turned by Tanner Gray. Tanner probably just trying to give him a draft push down into the first turn. And
Johnny Sauter's truck was like a pinball.
Eric Jones with help. Here comes Almirola. Crash into the wall. I think it's Stenhouse. It might be Blaney.
Ooh. He's my goodness. Nothing you can do.
And all those guys coming in there, like I say, you can't get slowed down. You're trying your hardest to slow down and stop this car, but you got that hard tire sliding across the surface of the track. 88 tries to go to the outside.
And around they go. The 10 of Eric Almirola. Up in the air is the 18 of Kyle Busch. Ryan Blaney is caught in it as well. Can't tell who is wedged up against the wall with Almirola.
Right up front. See, it's... And then he slid up right in it. Right in his tire track, so I don't know if something was leaking or.
They're coming at it.
Wow. Again, a really hard hit there.
So you know when you're going through the corners this fast, this is from the 12 of Blaney's car.
That's a hard hit.
Yes, it is.
And Austin Dillon,
looks like
he had a good run on the outside, and nothing he could do. Matt with a big hit.
It's almost like the 22 had a left front tire go flat. So looking at that before he hit the fence, the left front looks really
between two teammates. Chastain, a lot of momentum going, gets in the back of Allmendinger, and then the wreck zone. Cindric almost got up on the side.
There it is.
Oh.
All right, explain that one, Jamie. Break that down.
Well, there's not much to break down. That looked like there must have been something earlier happen.
You can't really see what's going on ahead. It's going to cause issues.
And that is that whole convection of trucks. That was Bain and Crafton on the outside, and then Lassard on the inside.
Which is a terrible spot to be. Yeah, you see it right there.
Yeah, you want to push on that right rear quarter panel. I'm with you. It looked to me like when Ross moved up, Noah maybe had to check up just a little bit.
Right.
And that's one of those instances that it's almost like you have a magnet on your two bumpers, and you're off the gas, and you're trying to slow down, but you cannot get off of the car in front of you.
Big run. Contact made again. Bubba Wallace sideways. Can he save it?
William Byron, they're wrecking.
Now the 22 goes around.
Hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake.
Caution's going to come out now. Big wreck behind him. Bubba Wallace got through. Tyler Reddick hard hit. Jimmy Johnson caught up in the 48.
Yeah, big damage on Jimmy's car. Oh, just shoots him up the hill, then trying to.
Yeah, JD Motorsports.
Oh, look at that.
That right there is where they clap together is tough.
Yeah, that hurts.
And you see Tommy.
That's got to be a little disappointing. Get a start on the pole and find yourself all the way back.
Oh, and now the 45 of Majeski after some contact and a heavy hit.
So you can see, I mean, the 18 of Kyle Busch, he lets off right there to not run in the back of him, but as he goes low, then they make contact. Hard to say if Joey Logano was trying to keep his car a little bit lower there to even continue the block, but they definitely eventually made contact.
Come for the first time back up to speed. It's Preston Protus trouble. AJ Allmendinger, Justin Allgaier gets turned. He goes smashing into the outside concrete. Oh man, I'll tell you, heavy contact for him. Also involved down here is Jeffrey Earnhardt.
It all started with the 04 losing maybe a little bit of momentum, and
well, you look at that right there, and Raphael had plenty of room. I don't know. I think maybe the inexperience.
Mechanical issues, but as fast as this racetrack is, you can easily separate the nose, have a hole in the nose. It will affect downforce. We have to keep an eye on the 11. That's shot by the 42 in the wet grass. Huge wreck.
But all of these cars that were low on fuel, now it's more laps under caution.
Yeah.
So they're going to be in a position where I think you'll have to see more cars coming to pit road.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. All the radios I'm listening to, basically, everybody's feeling they're going to have to get fuel, or with this few cars in the lead lap, you just risk it and run out. But
that was a huge hit.
I don't think any of the guys had a clue that he was going to be doing that.
So
he caught Christopher Bell, the 20 for the 95 right there, and then a little bit of the 21 there.
This is violent.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so we talk about information. If I see this as a crew chief, drivers.
Racing and RC and said, hey, can I drive one of your race cars? Man.
Holy smokes. Almost flipped over.
So all of that debris is over there in the...
And he just makes contact with that left rear of the 47. I don't know if Stenhouse had to check up a little bit when he caught the 42 of Kenseth there, but just looked to me like maybe Jimmy misjudged getting in behind the 47 of Stenhouse.
I think Kurt Busch may also have some damage from that one.
Well, I'd like to see that one again.
There's nothing you can do at this point, and everybody has to go somewhere, run into each other, and then look how close everybody is and just not enough room. Watch that 18 car.
Man.
Yeah, that's
Truex got in the fence hard there.
Yeah, he did. They got hit hard.
Yeah, that's a bad angle.
Stenhouse Jr.
That's Mike Snyder on the outside of the 9 there.
We're going to see another replay of that from another angle.
What a move by the one of Michael Annett to get through all that. He was right in the middle of where it all was.
First career victory at Talladega. It goes to Justin Haley. Here he is. Whoa.
Man, Allmendinger gave Chastain a big push, who gave Haley a big push.
Into the back of somebody.
Oh, yeah, we got a car turned around. The 61, the 22.
Austin
Three cars.
The 22 has slammed into the inside wall.
One spin in front of you.
Happens so often
Keep
here.
going if you can.
Corey Roper. Gets part of that as well.
Watch this.
Right about in the same spot, I believe, as what.
Sends the 11, Denny Hamlin, into turn 3. Watch this car just go around. You know that that's a tire that went down. Had to be.
Hamlin has said on the radio he lost the right rear.
Corner in the 99 said, I'm holding my ground.
Yeah, and if Ben Rhodes is loose on entry, he's wanting to cheat that down a little bit. That's a tendency that you have.
Well, Brett Moffitt barely got through there without getting collected.
You talking about, whoa, a bit of a block there on, was that A.J. Allmendinger that Herbst attempted to block?
Yeah.
Oh, man, how
And
close was that for
Allmendinger
A.J.?
just barely missed Daniel Hemrick. It's a big impact on the inside wall.
Man, great to see you and I have hit concrete walls. How refreshing it is to see these guys bounce off those safer barriers.
That fret in the voice of Crafton.
Oh, this ain't going to end up good.
Oh, big hit. Gus Dean driving for Timmy Hill and the Hill brothers this weekend.
They kind of run parallel with the race car. Very sharp. Yeah, 26 laps on that right front tire.
Well, and I knew those cars were going to stall out. You can see right there, Ryan Preece sort of pushes Chastain down onto the apron. As soon as it gets down the apron, he loses control.
Looks like he might have
moved down. Wasn't quite clear.
Can't tell who that was that he got into.
Hard hit right there.
And Mike Snyder looks like he might have got collected. Harrison Burton just barely sneaks through there on the bottom.
Before he made contact with the 2, hooks his bumper, turns him around.
Oh, he slammed Alex Bowman. And then it's on. And for the second time in less than a handful of years, Eric Almirola.
You said it, Junior. Right here, Tyler Reddick, clear. Way too aggressive of a block. No way Kyle Busch could really do anything there. And then everything behind it just is complete chaos.
A huge hit by that 37.
Yeah,
It gets
Ryan
turned
Preece.
back up the racetrack.
Yeah, head on into that outside wall.
Man, I don't know. You think that's a lot of damage on there. You see these 2 cars right here. Man, that was a shot right there.
You're wanting to make sure that the guy behind you is staying in line. So there's just so much going on. Man, that was a big hit.
Josh Williams took a hard hit in that front tire on the driver's side. But when you consider the impact it would have been for Harrison Burton head first into the wall if he wasn't there, that could have been so difficult.
Series, Xfinity Series, and the trucks, and then it's those guys towards the back that end up with the big change of speed.
Unfortunate for that 24, Chase Purdy.
Look at that job that the 15
Yeah, I
of
was
Tanner
gonna say.
Gray does.
Yeah, Gray got through there.
That was awesome. He just picked his way right through that mess.
Yeah, it looks like Austin Cindric's behind him, but it's hard to tell if he got into him right there, Regan.
Maybe a little contact, if anything. You know, Brandon may have had to check up just a little bit as they got 3 wide right there. Austin might not have been prepared for that. There's significantly less, and obviously it's affecting him. Just inside another car there.
Yeah.
It just came right around on him.
That's a big hit.
I go back to what you said and all the safety enhancements and added.
Oh, boy. Such a nasty angle into turn 3. One of the fastest parts of the racetrack for these guys. And, you know, it's just, there's no practice. It's a green racetrack. It's incredibly abrasive.
Everyone's going to push. It's the last lap. And, it turns them
around. Yep.
Very similar to what we saw on the wreck right before this with Austin Cindric and Jeb Burton.
Did get a report. All the window nets are down for those drivers involved.
What a Daytona!
Big push coming from the 10 car. Oh, there's contact. They're wrecking.
And the 16 goes around. A.J. Allmendinger, he hits the inside wall. They wreck behind them. Will the green stay out all the way to the finish?
But as it works its way back, that energy works its way back, as it did here, the 8 car couldn't take a push. He was already lifting and slowing down. Then he got hit from the back. Car's already light. Instantly turns him around. It's just, you know, to me, that's just one of them racing deals. There are some blocks that I think are bad blocks. I don't think that was a terrible block. He made one move, and it just all stacked up.
You know, one thing I saw, he didn't quite get all the way up in front of him. See him loose under him. His car on the outside got loose underneath of him, going for him. You're trying to make up time, you're out of time.
Jeez,
last
what
lap,
a hit.
that is a shot right there. That car completely off the ground.
And that's, you know, Mario Goslin, equipment, a team that doesn't have the resources and got to race again tomorrow night. Very difficult situation for them.
A little bit of contact in the right rear tire.
Look at that, how quickly that car.
The contact, the head-on hit into the outside walls is really scary.
You got to react quickly. There's the crash, and look at those two already going to the bottom. Let's get down low, and just continue to go that way along with Ben Rhodes, and are able to avoid that accident. That's just really
heads up. You know, and it's hard to see through these things, right? These big spoilers behind these trucks.
Here as Ryan C gets off to a good start, and now they're 4 wide going into 1.
That's it.
And around goes the 7, hard into the outside wall.
Buddy, hang on, hang on.
On the apron, the 21 of Anthony Alfredo was into the wall hard. He's upside down, sliding through 1 and 2.
Oh, Christopher Bell trying to get up in front of him. Then they make contact.
Oh.
Poor Ryan Preece. We talked about he's had a string of last place finishes, and wow, such a Junior and I in this booth, when he was heading to that wall, we were both cringing. Just not with